Good morning, student. In the last period, we have seen about the density, mass, volume, okay? And if masses are equal, then the volumes are different. Volume is equal, masses are different. SI unit, CGS unit of density, the relationship, some nature of the substances, and everything we have seen in the first period. Now let's see that how to measure the density of the substance which is in regular shape. We know that the bodies are in the two different shapes. One is a regular shape and other one is a irregular shape. If the regular shape body, then we can say circular body, then spherical body, then cylindrical body, right? And if we are talking about the volume, then basically we have to take a three-dimensional figures, right? So which are to say cube. First is say cube, then second is cuboid, right? Third one is say cylinder, say fourth is cone, okay? Then cuboid, cylinder, then cone, one sphere is there, right? Then hemisphere is there. In mathematics you have studied all these bodies, okay, have a definite shapes, right? So I can say it has a definite shape, okay. So if I say regular shape bodies, or I can say here as a regular shape of the bodies. And second types of bodies are there which have a irregular shapes. Then how can we determine the density of such a substances having regular shape or regular shape and size, or we can say irregular shape, right? So let's see. Determination of density of substances having regular shape. That's the first one. First of all, whenever you want to calculate the density of such a shapes or the substances, then what is our formula for density? That you keep in mind. Density is nothing but mass upon volume. So this is the major key factor to measure the density, right? So first of all, we need the two things to measure the density. Density depends on the mass and the volume of the body, okay? Density depends on the mass and the volume of the body. So two physical quantities which should we know, right? Which we should know. If we don't know mass, if we don't know volume, then how can we calculate the density? So to calculate density, these two quantities should be known by us, right? So what we do? First, measure mass of body using beam balance. बीम बैलेंस जो अपने पास होता है, उस बीम बैलेंस से हम लोग मास जो है कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे, राइट? मेजर द मास ऑफ द बॉडी एम यूजिंग बीम बैलेंस, ओके? सो मास इज फाउंड. मास फाइंड करने में कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है. हमने तराजू काटा लिया, उसके ऊपर वेट रख दिया, दूसरे पर बॉडी रख दी और मेजर कर लिया. तो मास मेजर करने के लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सो दैट इज बीम बैलेंस. और यू कैन टेक एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बैलेंस ऑल्सो. तो जो ग्रॉसरी शॉप पे होता है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिजिटल बैलेंस, तो उसके ऊपर आप रख दो, आपको डायरेक्टली वेट मिल जाएगा एक फिगर. सो यू कैन फाइंड हियर द मास ऑफ द बॉडी, ओके? सो दैट फर्स्ट थिंग यू आर राइट. नाउ सेकंड थिंग, मेजर वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सब्सटेंस. वॉल्यूम ऑफ सब्सटेंस. अभी यहाँ पर हमें दिख रहा है कि वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सब्सटेंस मीन सब्सटेंस जैसे अलग अलग टाइप का होते जाएगा, उस तरीके से उसका वॉल्यूम बदल जाएगा. मास तो कोई बदलता नहीं, मास वैसे ही रहेगा. तो रेगुलर शेप्स के बारे में हम देख रहे हैं. सो इफ इट इज अ क्यूब, देन इट इज व्हाट इज द वॉल्यूम? देन वॉल्यूम कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे इसका? क्यूब अगर होगा तो एल क्यूब, ओके? क्योंकि तीनों साइड उसकी सेम होती है. ऑल द साइड्स मीन्स लेंथ, ब्रेड्थ एंड द हाइट विच वी आर टॉकिंग all are equal, then only we can say it as a cube. Okay, so L cube is a volume. Second, if it is cuboid, then it has a length, it has a breadth, it has a height. So LPH is the volume. Again, you can say meter cube or centimeter cube. Meter cube and centimeter cube. Unit same रहेगा. Next is cylinder. Cylinder 1/3 pi r square h. Okay, 1/3 pi r square h. No, for cylinder different. It is for pole 1/3 pi r square h. Here meter cube or 1 centimeter cube. And for the cylinder 2 pi. मैं अगर सिलेंडर को देखो, जैसे हमें वॉल्यूम चाहिए ना, वॉल्यूम पाई आर स्क्वायर एच. यस, सिलेंडर का आएगा पाई आर स्क्वायर एच. देन स्फीयर का वॉल्यूम 4/3 पाई आर क्यूब आएगा. आप चेक कर लो, 4/3 पाई आर क्यूब होगा. यहाँ पे चेक कर लो और ये भी चेक कर लो. ओके, so these formulas you find into the maths book. Okay, means if the regular shape body is, then we can easily find out, we can easily determine the volume of that substance, because already these formulas are we have. So cubic, then L cube definite, cuboid, then LPH definite, cylinder pi r square h, cone 1/3 pi r square h. You check about this sphere. I hope that it is 4/3 pi r cube, and then hemisphere is fine. Okay, so by this way, by using these formulas, we can find out the volume. So what is our second purpose? Measure the volume of the substance using formula. Formulas are उसको निकालने हैं, right? Because this all length, radius, breadth, height. इसके अलावा कोई क्वांटिटी नहीं है. Length, breadth, height and radius, which we can measure by a scale. So you can measure it by the scale and you can find easily the volume of the substance. And then third step, take a formula. Density is a mass upon volume, and you can calculate easily the density of the substance having a regular shape. Now let's see an example. For example, if I take a cuboid, right? This is a cuboid shape of the ball. Now it has what? It has a length, it has a height, it has a breadth, right? LPH. Say this length has a 20 centimeter, breadth has a 10 centimeter, height has a 5 centimeter. Okay. Now, first of all, measure the mass of the body. So say mass of this body is 100 gram, right? Next is what to find? Volume. Volume is LPH here, because this is a cuboidal shape. So LP. What is that? L is 20, B is 10, and this one is 5. 20 10 to 200 5 are. Okay? 50 5 to 1000. Okay? So this is 1000 centimeter cube. Now, what is the density then? Density is mass upon volume. Mass is 100 gram upon 1000. So this 0 will be cancelled. This is 1/10, which is nothing but 0.1 gram per centimeter cube. In this way, easily you can find out the density of the body if the body is in a regular shape. Now, the question is, if the body is in irregular shape means stone having no shape ना, कुछ भी अलग अलग तरीके के होते हैं, right? उसका कोई definite shape नहीं है. So if the body have a different shape, then how can we determine the density of the body? But before to learn how to find out the density of the body having irregular shape, we should know some instruments, measuring instruments, which can give us an idea about the volume of these irregular bodies. So let's start to learn about the instruments or the apparatus which we are using to measure the volume of the body. Okay, so that I am going to teach you. Let's see. So this apparatus which gives us idea about the volume of the substance. First is measuring cylinder. Measuring cylinder. That you have already seen in your chemistry lab. This type of measuring cylinder, right? And second, you find on the petrol pump like this, a conical shape, okay? And here is the base like this also you will find found. And the graduations are done from bottom to the top. Here the lines are graduated over here. Okay, like this, the lines are shown. Means we can easily measure the volume of the liquid. Okay, 0, 10, 20, 30, like this, and these are in ml, right? So this type of instrument is or apparatus is known as measuring cylinder. You can measure the volume of the liquid. How to find out the volume of the solid, that I am going to talk later. But initially, whatever we can see over here, that I am talking about, right? So here you can fill the liquid and you can find out the volume, and it is in ml. Second is measuring cylinder, and second one is a measuring beaker, right? Measuring beaker. Now these beakers are near about same, like this only. So in this way, the beakers are provided. You can find these beakers in the market. This one, mug type. Then in your laboratory, you find this type of beaker. Okay, so this is also a beaker. And one more, which we always find at a grocery shop, ओके और राशन वाला जो होता है उसके पास भी ये होता है इस तरीके का कैन ओके which is used to measure the kerosene, right? So these are the measuring beakers. Now this measuring cylinder as well as this measuring beakers are available in the different volumes, say 50 ml, 100 ml, 200 ml, then 500 ml, 1000 ml, and this is near about 5 meter directly, up to 5 meter. 5 मीटर के कैन होते 1 लीटर का 2 लीटर का डायरेक्टली 5 मीटर का इस कैन अवेलेबल है. So this is about the measuring cylinder, this is about measuring beaker, and one more is there, that is Eureka can. Eureka can. Now this you find only in your lab. This can is like this, okay? In this can, this is the spout. टोटी होती है, उसको spout कहा जाता है, right? So ये spout उसको होता है. Now what we are doing? We are feeding the liquid up to its brim, means up to this level from where the water can flow. उतने लेवल तक हम उसको क्या करेंगे? And then whatever we want to measure the volume of the substance, we make inside, and here we can connect it into the measuring cylinder, and again we can measure by this way, right? So this is a Eureka can, which is again one of the apparatus which we can use to measure the volume of the substance. Now let's start our point. How to measure the density of the substance having irregular shape, right? Determination of density substance having irregular shape. Okay. Now again, I request you to keep in mind the formula. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Two things we need. So first, measure mass of a substance using physical balance. Okay, using physical balance. Now, irregular shape substance, I am going to take an example of the stone. Say स्टोन का एग्जांपल दिमाग में रखो, जिसकी हम डेंसिटी फाइंड आउट करने वाले हैं. तो मेजर द मास ऑफ दिस स्टोन यूजिंग द फिजिकल बैलेंस. फर्स्ट हियर वी विल टेक अ मास इन डैश ग्राम. सेकंड वी वांट टू मेजर वॉल्यूम. सो मेजर वॉल्यूम ऑफ स्टोन यूजिंग measuring apparatus, and that we call V is equal to dash centimeter cube. Now, how to measure, that is the important now, right? So what we do, we take a measuring cylinder, say like this, one of this measuring cylinder. I took here this cylinder, and marks are over here. Now, I fill it with the water. Say up to this level the water is there, and this level is say 20 ml. What I do, I take a tray, okay, I tie the stone, okay, and that stone I dip fully into the water. And what I find the initial volume of this stone, say V1, now reaches to the volume V2 when I dip this stone inside the water. मीन्स पहले क्या करना है, मेजरिंग सिलेंडर लिया, उसको 20 ml तक पानी डाल दिया, हमने एक पत्थर को एक छोटा थ्रेड बांध दिया थ्रेड से और उसको डीप किया. तो पहला रिकॉर्ड हमारा 20 ml का था V1. जब हमने वो स्टोन को अंदर डाला, बाय द रूल व्हाट हैपेंस, वाटर का लेवल बढ़ जाएगा. वाटर का लेवल बढ़ गया, वो आ गया वॉल्यूम V2 which is 40 ml. So what will be the final volume of the stone? So volume of stone you can calculate like V2 minus V1, which is 40 ml minus 20 ml, and I got answer 20 ml, which is nothing but 20 centimeter cube. Okay, 1 ml is equal to 1 centimeter cube. You can take so 20 centimeter cube. So if I say here the mass is 100 gram, volume is 20 centimeter cube, then I can calculate in the third step density is mass upon volume. That is, mass is 100 gram upon volume is 20 centimeter cube, and I got it as 5 gram per centimeter cube. So this is how we can find out the density of the body which is in irregular shape, right? So second point is also covered. Okay, now okay, we will see remaining topic, determination of density of the liquid by density bottle. जैसे हमने इससे किया वैसे डेंसिटी बॉटल एक और apparatus है, उसके बारे में स्टडी हम नेक्स्ट करेंगे. ओके, अगेन आई एम टेलिंग you to write everything into the notebook. After every 15 days I am going to call you, I will record which numbers, means roll number students are submitting the notebooks. Only those numbers will get the marks, internal marks, otherwise I will not going to give marks. Very, very clear. Keep it very clear in your mind. You have to write everything whatever provided material related to the physics into the notebook. I told you to make 200 pages notebook for the physics. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.